Alright, first off, I want to say Kal Halal Yehoah, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kodash, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to the brothers in the highways and byways in his work in all sincerity and in all honesty, the sisters, the believers, the helps. Shalom. Now this is your brother Yahuwah once again, and with me I have
Aaron.
And basically we're going to do a lesson on the whole eclipse we're going tonight. Right? Big topic amongst the brotherhood. I'm in the group of me, the brothers I'm talk about it and thing, and as me I leave work tonight, I look up, I see it, yo, the moon going blood red. You see me? So I have a series of precepts one get into these types of events when these type of things happen. What you're supposed to do, yo. You get me? Or what you're supposed to expect. Right? First precept we bring out, or we want to bring out is Genesis 1, verse 14.
This is Genesis 1, verse 14. And the Most High said, and the powers said, let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven,
right,
to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs, and for seasons, and for days, and for years.
Exactly. So basically, the constellation or the heavenly bodies is used as a clock, yo. You get me? It's supposed to tell you what? Time, season, days, and years. That are the main purpose. You understand me? That's why in the day, they use the sun as a clock to show you what time of the day and so. And the sun always give various reasons. The moon give months, days, months, and years. Well, the stars them would give years, but the point in all of this is when certain events happen in the heavens, yo, it's same thing. If you show you which part of the eon we're in now, you get me? Cause every set amount of years, a certain event supposed to happen to show you which part in the time we're in now. You understand me? Just like how you go through your years on the calendar, when a certain year reach, you start to see the trees the leaf them start turn brown, them fall off. You know you can tell the season we're in, and boom, you see snow start fall, you can tell the season. It seems that the heaven display certain signs to show you which time you're in, yo.
Basically, this is just a shine to show that Yahweh is coming back. Right, this is Joel 2, start at verse 28. And it shall come to pass afterward that I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh,
right,
and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy.
Right.
Your old men shall dream dreams, your young men shall see visions.
Exactly, and that's been happening for the latter part of last year, 2018. You have brothers putting up videos say, yo, they might get visions, yo. They must see the kingdom. You get me? Edomites having I think a coma or something did happen to him. And a brother woman did in the hospital and the Edomite tell the woman when him see, yo. You get me? The vision when him get so clearly. Dream actually.
And a brother make him son draw when him dream.
Precisely.
And it says, and verse 29, and also upon the servants and upon the handmaids in those days will I pour out my spirit.
Exactly, because even brothers bring out a video where I explain saying woman have a dream, say yo she was light skinned or she looked like a Caucasian, but when she in her vision she explains say yo she dark skin, yo. You get me? She have cool dark skin. And she explained how her hair long and everything, and the brother asked her to draw it out, describe what you see and everything, right? And them do videos upon that.
And I will show wonders in the heavens, Slakia, and in the earth, blood and fire and pillar of smoke.
Exactly, because of that happen now. The signs them say I'm gonna show the wonders them say I'm gonna show in the heavens are things like this, yo. The eclipse when the moon turn blood red, yo.
The sun shall be turned into darkness,
right, and
the moon into blood.
Prime example, yo. You get me?
Before the great and terrible day of Yahweh.
Exactly. So it'll show you, say, yo, look, time and wind down to that appointed time when the Lord will come visit the earth, yo. You get me? And that's the thing why you see all of these things are happening now. The RFID microchip being pushed on a more rampant level. You get me? The RFID microchip will get pushed. You have the government shutdown over in the US, right? You have the rumors of wars brewing every minute, some conflict between China, Russia, America, the EU. All of this confrontation, what you think it'll happen for? You think it doesn't happen just sudden so? Everything is for a reason, a purpose, yo. It'll show you, see, yo, look, the time and wind down. It's about that time where the Lord will come back to visit the earth. And this is one of the signs.
I read from my scripture, my book. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 9, starting at verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself,
right?
And when thou seest part of the signs past,
right,
which I have told thee before, which, as I said, the wonders in heaven, right? The sun being darkened and the moon turning into blood,
right?
Then shall thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
Exactly. So the Lord, just like what the brother said earlier, first and foremost, all of this, the main purpose for sure you see how the Lord come back and visit this place, yo. Go on.
Jump into verse 5. It says, for like as a matter of fact, we just go through it. It says, verse 3, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world.
And that happened. You have a riot will go on in December or so. December, January, November, you have Rome, you have
Europe, where they have the far right, where basically have some of the government basically people are coming up against the government over, I think, wages, right? And also you have in Europe the factory workers, them basically are hit out against certain corporations. Venezuela, you have basically famine, right? Uproar in Venezuela. Even the US right now, the government shutdown is a form of uproar. You might not see nobody a protest.
Not yet.
But you can hear the chattering of people being disquieted.
Yeah, they're being very severely oppressed because guess what? Government workers are get them paycheck with $0 upon yo. You get me? A data reach them now. And every day you're looking at the news, you can find some form of earthquake going on all over the world. So things been happening, yo.
Right. You have a lot of uproars worldwide. Like literally from there you have the Brexit, in the UK, right? You have all type of uproars, all type of India, right? Everywhere. Where's the world? The world economy is basically shit.
Shambles. It go down. And like me, I see some news today about the whole government shutdown, and the government workers are complaining, say, oh, how long will they survive without food? You get me? Because that's the main thing, and people are talk about it. They must say, oh, we don't know how how long this is gonna last. We don't know if we're gonna manage it because food supply based off of what we can afford are gonna run out, because guess what, they're not being paid. And because they're not being paid, they can't even buy food. And the main thing them focus on are food, because guess what? When people now have nothing to eat, at them time they see people are gonna get out, yo, especially Jake. You understand me? So all of this will come down to a prophecy being fulfilled, where the scripture said, measured out the time diligently. Go on.
Verse 5 says, for like as all that is made in the world had a beginning and an end,
right,
and the end is manifest, even so the times also of the highest have plain beginnings in wonders and powerful works, and endings in effects and signs.
Exactly.
Just like the blood moon, basically.
Yeah, perfectly play out. Endings in what?
In powerful works, and endings in effects and signs.
In effects and signs, things will have chain reaction. This cause that for happen. And when I see it in a government, in a world event, this government shutdown, what it have a chain reaction with affects something else.
Everybody in the world know what the government shut down. Everybody in the world know about the eclipse, what basically just take place, right? These are things where everybody can see. Hey, even last year, the in America, the eclipse, the solar eclipse, where It get dark, right?
Yeah, and some we over here couldn't see, but them over there, them say them have to put on a special type of shades to look up and see the eclipse, and it was a big thing.
So so first you have the this as the scripture said earlier, the sun shall be darkened, and the moon shall be turned into blood, right? So last year the sun get dark, this year the moon turned blood. What that I tell you? The Lord is on His way. Right?
And trust me, people will see these scriptures and think say, yo, it's some catastrophic event when the world I go dark and all hell break loose. No. These things are happening right in front of you, right before your eyes. You see it for yourself. You get me? And what the purpose are we coming out here to show you people these things? That's why the Lord said, I poured Him Spirit on His people, yo. For this very purpose, to warn you people, for show you, say, oh, look, he's coming back, he's doing His second coming upon this earth for redeeming people.
Verse 7 says, and everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works,
right,
and faith whereby ye have believed.
By His works, it said by His works, and faith by where he believed. Because guess what?
Yeah, a lot of people don't believe these prophecies.
Precisely. A lot of people don't have faith in this thing of ours, yo. You get me? And that of them downfall.
This Romans 3.
13.
No, Romans 3 first. This is Romans 3 verse 3.
Right. Good precept.
Slack, yeah. This is Romans 3 verse 3. For what if some did not believe?
Right.
Shall their unbelief make the faith of God without effect? God forbid. Yea, let God be true, but every man a liar, as it is written, that thou mayest be justified in thy saving sayings, Salakia,
right,
and mightest overcome when thou art judged.
Exactly, because guess what? When you go and say, oh, all of this are foolishness, sure, Scripture never talk about that, or the Scripture never said that, and you see for yourself.
Or a man write the Bible, or a man write the Bible, and the Bible have nothing to do with what go on. Them eclipse happen, years upon years, eclipse happen, and years upon years, earthquake and all them something happen from man upon earth, and God no come all now. So yo, just put on this whole Bible thing and stop make man fool, Get out the whole common talk by Jake.
That now gonna stop prophecy from being fulfilled. You get me? And when that gone, what you gonna do? It'll come upon you unaware. You get me? And you're gonna get caught in this. Go on.
This is Romans 13 verse 11. And that knowing the time, that now is high time to awake out of sleep.
Exactly, because our people is under heavy slumber, yo. Our people are like the walking dead. Right? Only the elect and a third will come out here for prophesy to tell them, say, look, turn back from this, yo. You get me? Because them alone gonna get saved, because everybody else, Scripture say it, yo. People under deep sleep, them slumbering, them been sleeping.
For now is our salvation nearer than we believe.
Exact. So when you think, say, yo, the Lord will come back, yo, take a second guess, because it's closer than what you think, yo. You get me? It's far closer than what you think. So when these men from IUIC, alright, you're going there somewhere?
Yeah, man.
Alright, go on.
It says, the night is far spent,
right?
The day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness, and let us put on the armor of light.
Right.
Let us walk honestly, as in the day, not in rioting and drunkenness, not in chambering and wantonness,
right,
not in strife and envying, but put ye on the Lord Yahushua HaMashiach,
right,
and make not provision for the flesh to fulfill the lust thereof.
Exactly, because guess what? All of this with the flesh where you are trying to fulfill for the flesh is worldly, yo. It's not spiritual. What you're supposed to put on Yahushua HaMashiach, which is the scripture, the word. Because the Lord say, yo, I'm coming in the volume of the book. It is written of me to do thy will, O power. You understand me? And that's the main purpose, that's the whole thing we're supposed to focus on, nothing else. Because guess what? All of this are going to pass. All of this are going to pass. All of this are going to worth I mean nothing. You understand me? But these men from like all IUIC and some other camps, them are goof off, yo. Them are trying to make a kingdom in this lifetime.
You don't believe the prophecies.
Exactly, and when you see signs like this, like the blood moon we are showing right now, right? Prophecy being fulfilled, America's downfall, you see it a play out, you literally see it a play out. Trump come in and do it perfect in a playing role, perfectly. You understand me? And when all of these things are play out, and when I tell you people say, oh look, when they see all of these things are happen, look up. Because the Lord will come, the Lord will visit you soon and very soon.
Okay.
Go on.
This is Matthew 24 verse 45. Who then is a faithful and wise servant,
Right.
whom his Lord had made ruler over his household, to give them meat in due season.
And this is the scriptures, the word, give them meat in due season. And the season, another just come out in the summertime, and when it gets too hot, you go back in. And then when come out in the wintertime, when it gets too cold, you go back in. No, it's right through.
The meat in due season salvation.
Con.
Right? It again, it says, who then is a faithful and wise servant, whom his Lord had made ruler over his household, to give them meat in due season. So basically, who are going to receive salvation, right? Blessed is that servant whom his Lord, when he cometh, shall find so doing. Verily I say unto you, that ye shall make him ruler over all his goods. But if that evil servant shall say in his heart, my Lord delayed his coming,
like enough of them can be same prime example IUIC,
and shall begin to smite his fellow servants, and to eat and drink with the drunken, the Lord of that servant shall come in a day when he looketh not for him.
Exactly, because these camps are not preparing for the Lord, them not look for salvation.
Them not look for the signs.
Exactly.
And in an hour that he is not aware of, and shall cut him asunder, appoint him his portion with the hypocrites. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth.
Exactly, because when the Lord come back and catch these men doing what they're doing, come back and catch them unaware, them a party, them a drink, them a live it up. You get me? And all of this catch them unaware, just a sudden, because them not expect this to happen. They might expect a longevity in this life, in this kingdom, for rule, make a life out of it, have kids, let those kids grow up, be future prophets, and them not look for salvation,
Okay.
And while these signs are happening, to miss them. And what them do? Them teach other men for go off doing these foolish things, That's why when the Lord say, look, when him find him servants doing so, he make him what? Rule over those things. Because he make him rule over the kingdom to come, You get me? Not only get salvation, but live eternity in that life of salvation and glory. And this is what will come out here, I warn you people and I tell you people. You get me? So with that, you have anything you want to say?
Yeah.
So with that, I hope this lesson was edifying. I want to say your Kal, Halal, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to the brothers in the highways and byways doing this work in all sincerity and in all honesty. The sisters, the believers, the helps. Shalom.